for comments. And 3, 2, 1, and we are live. What is up, guys? This is your boys from the Boys and Boost podcast. This is your host, Peter, and the producer, G, over there. And we have our special guest today. Introduce yourself, your name, age, and industry you work in.
Hello, my name is Minnie. I am 26 years old, and I work in the hospitality industry.
So, what do you do in hospitality?
I work in a hotel.
Okay.
So
like front desk, back office.
Mostly back office. I'm mostly behind a computer taking phone calls.
Mm-hmm. So, like, what do you do? Like, taking phone calls from customers or hotel guests when they have problems? Or
yeah, basically
what?
anything like questions about the hotel, amenities, recommendations, if they have billing issues, if they're requesting for something specific, they want to plan something specific, like a special occasion hotel. I can guide them to who to talk to, kind of like the operator, the center of everything.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. So, do you ever get any calls from celebrities, or have you seen any celebrities in the hotel industry?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I saw a lot of people, but I'm not a big celebrity person, so I wouldn't know until people tell me.
So, who's the biggest celebrity you've seen?
I can't say.
Couple of them.
I can't say, but
Just name like 1 or 2 or 3.
I don't know.
You can't name drop anyone?
No.
Oh, so it's confidential.
Privacy.
All right, fine.
I respect.
Okay, can you name like what kind of celebrities they are? Are they like Hollywood?
Actors, comedians, artists.
Okay.
Basically everything. YouTubers specifically.
Specifically YouTubers.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that come.
Nice.
Special treatment.
So what kind of treatments do YouTubers or celebrities get compared to regular guests?
I think it's mostly amenities. Like we send up something really special to the room.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure that the room is ready for them. Like a day prior, we don't talk to the celebrity. We talk to their assistant, and we tell them like we need this and that to make it perfect for them. So we set everything up the day before.
Oh, gotcha. So a whole day before.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any specific request that they had?
Not in terms of them being at the hotel, like staying there. It was mostly like making sure it's private. Like, like obviously when you book the hotel, it cannot be under their name specifically. Nobody can take pictures of them. Yeah, they're pretty easygoing. We never really had a problem with celebrities.
Were there any instances of or any issues that some of the employees had with the celebrities or anybody? Like, for example, if you were an employee and you knew like one of the biggest name in Hollywood was coming to the hotel, right? Wouldn't you want to like run into them and say, "Hey, I love your work. Can you sign an autograph for me or something?" Has that ever happened?
No.
No?
No, even like front desk agents, right? Technically, when they check in, we have to make them sign something.
Mm-hmm.
But we cannot have them like, oh, can you sign another piece of paper for me? We can only admire the contract that they signed for the hotel and look at it and then file it.
Right.
We can't keep it for ourselves. Even though they're the celebrity, we wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
We respect that part. Like, we wouldn't take advantage of it.
Oh,
we can't.
So you can't take advantage of.
Yeah.
Got it.
But there are multiple, like not celebrities, like funny story wise, we did receive some outsider calls of like hotel guests, like, oh, is this person there? Not even if they're popular or not. It's just like their wife or like their mother asking if they're there. And we're like, no, sorry, we can't disclose this. Like if you have their own phone number, you can call them, but we can't connect you to their room number or even say that who's there because you didn't book the room.
Are they trying to find out if they're cheating? For example, if let's say the wife is checking up calling in to check up, right?
Yeah.
To see if
a lot of checkups.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any stories about like any cheating stories? Or any scandalous stories that happens in hotels? Because hotels, it's very infamous for those kind of stories?
Mm, I don't think there was a fight in the hotel specifically because of it. But I'm just telling a story that I heard from someone else's experience
Mm-hmm.
that, let me think. No, I don't really remember a call.
Okay, so I would think like people, well, coming from parties and stuff, they would crash at the hotel, and there's a lot of wild stories that goes on in New York City specifically in terms of having parties and hotels, and then you see like these high profile celebrities or just high status people going to hotels and bringing in like multiple women or men, doesn't matter what it is, but it happens, right? I'm pretty sure it happens. So I was just wondering if you had any stories about that. If not, that's cool. So topic of the video for today is going to be about centered around cheating, right? So the theme is, do men cheat more or do women cheat more? So what do you think?
Well, I gotta defend my chicks out there. So males actually, I feel like cheat more.
Why do you think that?
Just cause.
Just because what?
I'm not sure. Actually, let me absorb this. What about you? What do you think?
So I think women cheat more, but they're more covert about it. So the reason why I say this is because when men cheat, we're more open about it. Like, oh, if you ask a guy, the boys would try not to talk about it, but men would be more open to talking about their stories with their other friends, right?
Like, as in, you'll tell your boys that you cheated on your girl?
It could happen. It could be like, yo, I was out with the boys, and then I was with another girl, and then my wife is at home. And I told the boys, yo, you can't say anything. So they will know about it. But girls, they may not immediately tell the girlfriends. They might say it in a group chat. But I think they're more covert about it. They won't be as open about telling their cheating stories to other people, maybe. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Wait, so let's say that you were cheating and
Okay.
one of your boys caught you on the street, right?
Yeah.
Do you think your boy will tell your girlfriend what you're doing outside?
Well, it depends what kind of friend I have. Loyal friends, they don't, they'll be like bros before hoes, right? So they're not going to tell your girl right away. They'll keep it to you. Like, yo, I saw what you're doing. Keep on winning, bro. No? So, yeah, I think guys would I think on both genders, we have like something called like the bro code and a girl code. I don't know what it is for girls, but guys will most likely keep it to themselves, or they'll be like, yeah, I saw you with her. I won't tell her anything as long as you don't say anything. So something like that.
Do you think your boy will like talk to you about it? Be like, oh, I think you should talk to your girlfriend about why you're doing da 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 or how you're feeling. Do you think that your boy would think it's wrong, or they just wouldn't say anything until you bring it up?
Well, I think that depends on how close my boy is to, for example, my wife. For example, if my girlfriend or my wife has been friends with my friend for a long time, which they shouldn't be like that close together. But if it did happen where we were in a friend group for a long time ago and my friend saw me with another girl behind my wife's back, there's a big chance he may tell her out of respect for her, right? But then I think he's a little bit torn between like, oh, should I tell the girl and then ruin my relationship with the boy? They'd be like, oh man, I'm going to lose a bro if I tell her. So they may not even say anything most of the time. I think on the other hand, if the girls found out that the girl was cheating, they may tell the guy, or they keep it to themselves. But there may be a chance they want to tell the guy because maybe they want to ruin the marriage or something.
What?
Okay, so let me rephrase that. So, do you think that when girls go out, right? For example, they go out and they go out in club, they go out clubbing together, and they see one of the girlfriends cheating, right? For example, like a bachelorette party, and one of the girls.
Wait, bachelor parties are different. They're all confidential.
I think, even though it's confidential,
Yeah, but the rule is nothing can be disclosed about what happened, just like a bachelor's party.
so are you telling me it's okay for girls to cheat at a bachelorette party?
I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm just saying it can't be told. It's just going to be within the girls. Like the wife, the bride to be, cannot tell her future husband what happened, nor will the future husband tell the wife what happened in their part either.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a high chance guys are going to cheat on a bachelor's party.
There's a high chance to go to a stripper club. What do you mean?
Yeah, but strip club isn't cheating.
Yeah, but you're still looking at half naked girls.
Yeah, but you're not taking them home and doing stuff to them.
I don't know that.
You don't know that. But guys typically don't do that. And the reason why is because they have more to lose. They'll have more on the line to lose. For example, if you go through a divorce, oh man, it's done. But the girls don't have that. Like, girls can take you to court, and when you go through a divorce, they'll take half your assets, right? The guys have a lot to lose. But as a guy, we don't want that to happen. So obviously we won't cheat like on the bachelor's party. So I mean, it could happen, but I'm just saying the chance.
There's a high chance of the husband cheating on their party than the wife.
Why?
Because you're hanging with, like, I don't know, from what I see in the internet, the things, the activities.
Activities,
I'll do is a little more crazy.
Such as? Give me some examples.
Like I said, you guys go to stripper clubs or like anywhere that has
But girls
a
go to strip
lot of
clubs.
females.
But girls go to strip clubs.
But will we?
For a bachelorette party, they do that.
Yeah, but they're not going to take them home. But you guys could. You guys wouldn't mind.
The strippers
boys
are not.
probably like, oh, last day, gotta do what you gotta do.
No, it doesn't work like that. Here's why. Okay, so for a guy to take a stripper home, we're gonna have to pay them a large amount of money. But for a girl at a bachelorette party to take a guy home, she doesn't have to pay anything.
But
It's free. So that's why I'm saying, like, the chances for a girl to cheat at any party or any like bachelorette party or any club, the chances are a lot higher because they can get dick easily. But for a guy to go out to a strip club, you're not allowed to touch them inappropriately if they don't give you consent. They also will not allow you to go out there and bang them without the consent. Unless you're paying.
they're at a stripper club though.
Yeah. You can't do anything to them. There's a rule against
Well,
that.
obviously you're not gonna do it once like at the spot.
At the spot, yeah. But the strippers aren't going to let you do that to them at the strip club.
Okay,
You have
what
to take
if
them
it's not
outside
the
the
stripper
strip club?
club?
But
It's
the
just
chances
like
are
a
not
regular
high.
bar, a regular club.
Oh, okay. Here's a question for you, okay? Who do you think gets more attention at a bar or a club? Guys or girls?
The woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why
Because-
they're there for something.
The
Right.
guys or girls? The girls are there for attention.
If they're alone,
Okay.
well, yeah, why wouldn't you want to take
Yeah.
her home if they
I mean, how can I take her home if she doesn't want me? If she doesn't want it. I can only take her home if she wants it. You know what I'm saying?
But a group of guys going to a club is a little more fishy than a group of girls going to the club.
Well, guys are always going to clubs to get laid.
Exactly.
But girls go to clubs for attention. And
Not really.
Okay, what do you go to the club for?
Dance and drink.
You could do that at home.
Will you do that at home?
Yeah.
Do you dance at home?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I could do that. But I'm
You
not.
could, but you don't.
Why? What do you mean? Yeah, I could do that at home. I could do that at home. I could do that at like a dance club.
But why would boys dance next to boys at home? Gay? Why would you do that at home? You always dance next to a girl. Why would you dance next to each other?
That's why guys go to clubs, because we're trying to get laid. But girls could do that at home if they don't want attention. They want attention. That's why they go to clubs.
I guess it depends on
They want
the
attention.
group of people we hang out with.
I'm just saying, like, when girls go to clubs, do you put on makeup?
You go to put makeup whenever you do anything. I go do my laundry, I put on makeup. What do you mean?
Okay, here's a question for you. So, is makeup? Do you put on makeup for you or for men?
Well, I personally don't really put on makeup.
Okay, you don't put on makeup, but as a woman, right? Women in general, okay? Do women put on makeup for themselves or for men? Crickets. Yo, where's the
I
cricket
can't relate.
sound?
I don't put on makeup for anybody.
Okay, but you see other women that put on makeup all the time, right? Women go to work, they put on makeup. Women go to clubs, they put on makeup. Women go to bars, they put on makeup. Women go to the beach, they put on makeup. Why do they put on makeup? It's for male attention, right?
Because you like it, right?
I'm not saying I like it, but in general, men will like it. So they're trying to get male attention. So that's the exact same reason.
Well, they put it on just, it's also because like a social norm too. Because sometimes it's what guys always talking about, like, oh, she looks really pretty with makeup on. And
but we also talk
everybody puts on makeup on now.
But we also talk about, oh, she's caked. She got the cake. We got to take a girl on a first date swimming to see what she really looks like. That's what guys do. Like, yo, if we see her, oh, with all this makeup, something's wrong. It's fishy. Something must be very wrong under that. Like, I don't want to wake up the next day with a different person. Like,
so when girls put on makeup on to cover their flaws, you guys call her ugly. But then when she doesn't put on makeup on, you tell her she doesn't have any what's that called?
What?
She doesn't put in any effort.
We don't say that. When has
Mr. Producer?
When has guys ever said you don't put on any effort?
If you're telling me that she's, what's the term you guys use nowadays?
What? Crickets.
No. It's that term when you tell when they're like really bad looking. Y'all made that turn up.
Oh, where's Vincent? Yo, we need him. What's that?
She hit?
Yeah, she hit. I remember Vincent told me that once. I was like, what does that mean, bro? He's like, she's hit. Yeah, she hit. So we typically don't even have to say that. Like, yo, when we judge a girl by her face, right? I mean, everyone's going to judge each other by the face. Like, yo, when we look at someone, we're already judging them. It doesn't matter who you are. So when we judge someone by their appearance, of course we want to see them without the makeup first. Because when you put on makeup, you look like anybody.
But why would you want to talk to her if she's hit and she doesn't have any makeup on? You will only talk to her if she looks attractive in your own way, right?
Well, of course.
Okay, so why would...
But if you look attractive without makeup, damn. Imagine her with makeup, like blown away. I'll be blown away, right? For example, look at you. Without makeup, right now, you look good. So imagine yourself with makeup. Damn. Okay, I'm just using you as an example. Okay?
Anyways, I think that you look really good with makeup too.
I look like a clown.
Clown right now.
Clown ass. If I had makeup on, I look like Joker. All right, so the point is, when girls put on makeup, it's for male attention, right? Same reason why girls go to clubs. It's for male attention. They could definitely dance and drink at home, house parties. They could do that at house parties. Why not? But they go to clubs and bars for male attention. And there are definitely girls that go alone, right? By themselves. They're definitely trying to get laid. But then when they go with like a group of girls, I think they're still trying to get male attention, but chances are they won't be going out with or getting laid that night because the friends are going to try to keep them together, keep them in a group, and they won't be separated. I think that will happen. But it doesn't mean that she won't be giving out her number. You know? I remember this example from, Fresh and Fit podcast that says you don't go to like for example, if you bought a nice car, right? You wouldn't put a for sale sign on the car, right? And that's the analogy I'm trying to make. if you look at, if I was with my girl, right, and she walked around with like I don't know, like showing her legs, showing her boobs and everything, right? That's pretty much like me driving a nice car outside with a for sale sign on it. Like, I wouldn't do that because she's pretty much advertising herself to other guys. So that's the point I'm trying to make. You go into a club or bar, you're open to the idea of advertising yourself to other guys and getting other guys' attentions. So that's the point I was trying to make.
Damn, so if you're Peter's girlfriend, you have to wear sweatpants, an oversized hoodie. Don't put any makeup. Oh, wait, actually put on makeup on because Peter's going to tell you that you look caked. And don't do your hair. Is that what you want your girlfriend to look like?
No, I didn't say that. Did I say that?
She's not for sale. She's putting everything on that's not very attractive.
I didn't say that. I didn't say you don't have to. I didn't say you shouldn't look good for your boyfriend or your husband. I'm just saying, like, why are you advertising yourself to other guys at the clubs and bars? So that's all it is. And which goes back to the original point, like of cheating, right? Girls go to bars and clubs or bachelorette parties. They have a higher chance of cheating because you're in the environment where guys are definitely trying to get laid. So they're going to be on the hunt, right? They're on a hunt to try to get your attention, buy you drinks. And when you're under the influence, right? Let's say you take a couple shots with the guy or take a couple drinks with him, even though you know it's free because he's paying for it, obviously. You're not going to pay for the guy, right? So he's giving you drinks and then you're under the influence. You might make a mistake. I'm not saying you won't try to cheat, but I'm saying you may be under the influence. And when people are under influence, there are definitely times when they make mistakes that are regrettable, right? So that's all it is. So do guys cheat more or girls cheat more?
Guys.
So you're sticking to your guy, right? That is, I mean, you're sticking to guys cheating more. Okay, so I mean that's your opinion. We can move on. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you have any questions for me?
Go ahead.
So let's say a guy dates multiple different women, like personality-wise, very different, and they all end up cheating on him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the problem?
Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question you just said. So you said, let's say there's a guy and he's dating multiple women?
No, I meant like, I'm not saying like he's a player, but
Okay.
the first girlfriend cheated on him.
Yeah.
Broke up. That's it. Second girlfriend also ended up cheating on him.
Mm-hmm.
Third girlfriend also ended up cheating on him.
Mm-hmm.
So all three exes of his cheated on him.
Yep.
Was he the problem because he was the denominator?
100%. Guys, you got to take accountability on this. If your girl cheats on you, that's your problem. The reason why is because if you're not making yourself valuable enough for her not to want to leave you, then that's your problem. And in this case, let's say the guy got cheated on 3 times or broken up with 3 times. That means the girls don't find him attractive enough or have enough value to stay with him. So that's his problem. He's definitely the common denominator here. So you got to take accountability and say, okay, what is the problem here? He has to analyze it like, oh, am I out of shape? That might be why she's leaving me for another guy that's more attractive physically. Or am I broke? And that's the reason why she's leaving me, because I can't pay for the meals, or she's trying to support me. And women don't support guys financially. And even if they do, it'll be like a couple months and then that's it. So
well, this question is also like vice versa too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if the girl also dated
multiple different guys?
Like all the exes eventually cheated on her.
Mm-hmm. Then yeah, it's her. She's the problem, because she has a pattern of dating the same guys. And for example, same thing with the guy, right? You have a pattern of dating like women that are out of your league, right? I don't want to use that term out of your league, but you're dating women that are not seeing you as attractive enough or valuable enough. So you have to date someone within your range. And then on the woman's side of things, right? If the woman got broken up with or cheated on a couple times, she's the problem too, because she's not making herself like an asset to the guy. For example, she's not contributing enough, or she's not, what is the word I'm trying to look for? She's not adding any value to the relationship that makes it hard for the guy to not want to cheat. For example, if I was a boss, right, and I hired a secretary, and the secretary, they worked there for a couple months, I trained them up for a couple months, and then now the secretary handles all my business, right? So, for example, the secretary deals with like the booking appointments with all my clients and scheduling all my business trips and business meetings, and she understands all of the entire business, right, from beginning to end, because I taught her for a couple months. So if I decided to fire her to hire someone else, I'll have to train the other person up from scratch again. And what happened here is that I trained the first secretary, or the first, the girlfriend. She's a valuable asset to me. I don't want to lose her. Same thing if you're in a relationship, right? My wife or my girlfriend is an asset to me. She's helping me with all the small details, taking care of me in non-financially, but with all the things like behind the scenes, right? If I ever need something, she'll be there to help me out with it. For example, if I needed like scheduling, or if I needed help with like designing the room or organizing my closet or whatever, she's gonna be there to help me with that, because I don't have time to do that. So that's providing value, and that's something I can't find in another woman. Maybe I could, but it's going to be really rare, right? So I don't want to lose this woman. That's why a guy would not cheat on that kind of woman, okay? But if you're not adding any value to the relationship, like all you dare to do is just eat and sleep, like what? That's all you're doing,
You
right?
pig.
Yeah, you're just eating and sleeping and taking his money, and that's it. Then you're easy to replace. All you're providing is like what? Yourself, eating, sleeping, and a pussy. So that's how it is. Guys will see that as, oh, you're easy to replace, so I'm just gonna find another girl, and then you're gonna be cheated on. So
Will you personally, if you find your significant other cheated on you, right?
Yeah.
Would you break up with her?
100%. No doubt. You gotta have some self-respect for yourself, right? So if my significant other cheated on me, then I know there's something I did wrong first. Even if I did nothing wrong, there's something about me that she doesn't find attractive or valuable enough. So there's two wrongs here, right? I gotta take accountability too. So I'm gonna definitely have to drop you. I'm just gonna ghost you, because I don't want to give you closure, even if I break up with you, right? There's no closure. The worst thing you can do is give the girl closure. You're always gonna leave. You can leave her wondering when you ghost her, right? Leave her wondering, and then she will never get that closure. So
wait, so the day you find out she cheats, that's the day
I'm out.
you
Deuces.
stop
Deuces.
Cold.
Yeah.
What if you wait, so there's no way you'll give second chances no matter what?
Zero.
What if she comes home
Zero.
and she's like, hey babe, I gotta talk to you. I know I cheated. I'm so sorry. Would that make a difference?
You're not coming home. Your stuff are outside the door. The locks are changed. Done.
Realistically speaking, you can't change the locks.
Or I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving. I'm out. Peace. Yeah. You won't even see me home. I'm changing my number. I'm changing state. I don't know, city, whatever.
Will it be worse for you if she confronted you about it, like she confessed what she did, or will it be worse of
To
you
find out
finding it?
myself,
Yes.
right?
Which one would you prefer?
Well, I'll prefer her confessing, obviously. I don't want to see the actual action. I'm like, yo, like I walk into the room and see her like doing another
Not
guy.
even.
Like,
It's like a simple text
oh my
message,
God.
or like one of your boys just told you the message and you found out too.
Is my boy doing her? Is my boy confessing to me that he's doing her? Like the fuck?
No, like he saw her in the street maybe, or like
Oh, with another guy, right?
maybe it's his mutual friend or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, I really know the relationship's over. So if I find out from third party or if I find out myself, right? I think it will hurt me more that way rather than you telling me directly. So the answer to your question is I would prefer, or any guy would prefer, you telling them directly. And I'm pretty sure even if the girl tells you directly, she's going to hide some of the stuff. I'm pretty sure. She's not going to be 100% honest ever. She's not going to tell you all the activities that happened. She's not going to tell you how it started. Like, did it start like an emotional affair and then turn to physical? She's not going to give you any details. She's going to be like, I cheated. With. And then the guys be like, with who? And she'll be like, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So the best course of action a guy can take at that point is peace out.
Okay, so enough about like the person being cheated on. I want to talk about the cheater now.
The cheater now. Okay. I'm not
The
a cheater.
cheater.
I'm not a cheater. So I don't have any experience in this.
Do you think that the cheater, like the moment that they decide to do the action, is a signal that they have themselves that they're not with the right person, which is why they did what they did?
Okay, so I'm gonna speak from the guy's point of view, but also understand like the girl's point of view as well. So I think for men, we cheat. We don't cheat emotionally, obviously. We do not cheat emotionally. That's the difference between guys and girls. Girls will cheat emotionally first. Like when they lose feelings for the guy, the man they're with, right? Then they'll go out and cheat, right? Or when they catch feelings for another person, then they'll be able to cheat on their significant other. If they can't establish that with another person, or if they still have feelings for the original person, like significant other, they can't cheat. Women can't cheat like that. They have to lose feelings with their significant other to cheat.
So it's a signal for the woman that they're with the wrong person already.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, then what about the...
Guys, we don't have any feelings when we cheat. No hard feelings. Like, we're just out there. Boom,
This is
boom.
why guy cheats more.
No,
It's so much easier.
it is easier for guys. Hold on. The way you're saying is girls, when you're saying like girls have a harder time to cheat. They cheat emotionally first, which is true. Like it's in your eyes, it's easier for guys to cheat because we don't have to, it's not emotionally attached to the person when we cheat, which is a fact. However, that's not the reason why guys can cheat more. The reason why girls cheat more is because they have access to a lot of guys, so many men. There was a study on Tinder or OkCupid, I don't remember which one it was, and it said on the dating app, 80% of the women, right? 80% of the women are dating 20%. Wait, was it 80%? But it was something like along the lines of that, right? So 20% of the guys are dating 80% of the women. Okay? 20% of the guys are dating 80% of the women, which leaves 80% of the guys chasing after the bottom 20% of women. Would you believe that?
Sure, 80 plus 20 is 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why it's different. When women have access to all these guys, but they choose the top 20% of guys, that's why there's a higher chance for women to get STDs when they cheat. Because because they're all chasing the top 20% of guys, and they're passing around the disease in a circle, right? So, for example, if you have friends with benefit with one guy and two guys, three guys, and they're all like having, relationships with, or situationships in this
But
case,
you're
right?
talking about Tinder.
Well, this is like modern day dating, right? It's modern day dating.
Who uses Tinder now? Because I thought it was more like Hinge.
Hinge, Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, whatever it is. All dating apps are like this.
But Tinder is literally like one of the apps where you use it because you want
A
that
hookup.
specifically, yeah.
Right.
But everything else is more wholesome.
No, I would disagree with that. Because
I still see Hinge as a little bit better for like
I hope so.
long-lasting relationships than Tinders are like way too short, like a day.
I hope so. But the problem is the people on Tinder found out about Hinge. So now they have invaded Hinge and started doing their fuckboy or fuckgirl shit.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know like people over there are wholesome. So it's easier to manipulate them and play around with them, right? So you can string them along and do whatever you want to them. And I'm not saying that's what they should do or what really happens, but it's a high chance of that happening. I've heard stories about that already. And I saw articles about that. So I can't name the specific source, but I remember seeing an article like that.
Were you one of them that got stringed along?
Yes. I'll be honest. Yes.
Were you one of the fish in the sea?
Probably.
You got caught?
Okay, so I'll be honest right now. I'm just some average guy, okay? Some average guy. And on dating apps and dating in the West specifically, Asian guys have the hardest time dating. Not Asian girls. I'm talking about Asian guys. So as an Asian guy with like an average face and average physique, like I have like even though I'm like average height, I'm not 6 feet by any chance, okay?
You got none of it, the 666.
How would you know?
I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah.
I can't say. No comment. I plead the fifth, okay? So, I was talking about like Asian guys, right? Asian guys have a more difficult time dating in the Western society. And the reason for that is because all the ethnicities of women, they tend to go towards like, or aim towards dating like Caucasian men, Latino men, African American men, right? They tend to aim towards that, right? And I think it's because Hollywood has changed the way people perceive Asian men. Asian men are seen in Hollywood as feminized or some nerd or some guy geek, right? And I think right now what's happening is the Asians have started to make their own movies. For example, like Crazy Rich Asians. And, there's some popular stuff like K-pop, BTS, that brought mainstream music over to the West. And people are starting to see the light. Like, oh, Asian guys are actually kind of cute. But they're not masculine. So that's still a problem. Asian guys are not seen as masculine. And women like masculine guys. Naturally, feminine women like masculine guys. So when they see Asian guys, they're not seen as masculine. And I want to break that stereotype. I'd be like, yo, Asian guys go to the gym too. We're actually kind of buff sometimes, Not all Asian guys are skinny. A lot of them are, but not all of them are. So, and going back to my point, not to digress too much, okay? So, going back to my point, I had a difficult time dating on dating apps. And I saw this firsthand because as a guy, as an Asian guy, right, dating online, I don't get as much swipes or as much matches from other ethnicities compared to Asian girls. So I would get matches with Asian girls, but it's nothing compared to like Caucasian women or Latino women or whatever. Not that I had that preference. I'm just saying in general. And then on the other hand, Asian women, yes, they will swipe Asian guys sometimes, but most of the time they won't even. I heard the study was like they only match with Asian guys 40% of the time. 60% of the time they match with like Caucasians or Latinos or whatever. So, And you were asking me about like, was I one of the fish in the sea, right?
Yeah, how did you get stringed along?
How I got strung along. You want my story on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a reason why I quit dating apps. And I kind of saw what was happening in the scene, like because I witnessed it firsthand. I was like, wow, this kind of sucks. This is BS. So I'll go through a story, okay? And whoever, if you're watching this, like, I moved on. Yeah, I moved someone better now.
How many?
Well, how many?
How many are you talking about? There's only one that ruined it for you?
Kind of, pretty much. Yeah, I think I was. For guys, it's called something. It's something called like sinkhole, right? Was it sinkhole?
Sinkhole?
Or
Never heard of that.
I don't remember the term. It was something like something sinkhole. Like, you know how you put money into it and you're invested financially, right?
A piggy bank.
For example, yeah. Yeah. The way guys and girls invest into a relationship is different, right? Girls invest themselves emotionally, right? And they fall in love and blah, blah, blah. But guys don't see it the same. We don't fall in love easily. We don't fall in love easily. I wouldn't fall in love. I did not fall in love. But I did feel like I had invested enough time and like dates into the relationship. Not relationship, sorry. Time and like money into like the dates. And I didn't see any return on it. So that's what was happening.
So what did you do to the girl? Or what did the girl say and made you do what?
Okay, so I'll go through the story, okay? This one date. I'm not gonna name who it is, but I'll tell you, I'll be honest, okay? Because you're my special guest on the show. Let's give it a round of applause to Minnie, okay? Thanks for coming here. Okay, so what happened was, Mr. Producer. All right, so what happened was I went on this one date with a girl I saw on Hinge.
Was she Asian?
Yeah, she was Asian. And she also had glasses, surprisingly, but she was also from the same school as I was. Okay. She was also from the same school as I was. And then that was the common connection we had on Hinge. On Hinge, the way they show is like you have like a mutual friends or like common connection, whatever it is. So the thing we had in common was we had like one or two friends that were mutual, and we also had like we were from the same school. So I asked her, like we were talking about, had some small talk on a dating app, and then I asked her out to a bar, and then we had a drink.
Wait, how long did you talk to her for before you asked her out to the bar?
About a week and a half. I think that's normal, right? About a week and a half. Yeah. So yeah, we went to get one drink, and then it was nice, and then I left. And I didn't ask for a number either. And then she messaged me on Hinge, and it's like, yo, you didn't get my number. I was like, okay. Okay, so I got a number. And then fast forward, after a couple of dates.
Wait, I have a question for
Go
the
ahead.
producer.
Okay.
Do you think it's a red flag if on the first date, the person you're going on a date with, they didn't ask you how to contact you in other ways?
I think so.
I forgot.
You started the war.
No, I actually forgot about the number, like, because I was having such a great time talking to her, like, and then with a couple of drinks, I just forgot. I was in the moment. I just forgot about asking the number.
She didn't matter anyways on the first date.
Yeah, it didn't really
You
matter.
forgot the number.
No, I'm not
and
saying
her.
it did not matter as much. I'm just saying like I had a couple of drinks and I was in the moment, but then yeah, it didn't matter. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. It didn't matter. So anyways, she contacted me on Hinge and said, "Oh, you did not take my number." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." So then that escalated to like second date and then third date, blah blah. Fast forward after a couple of dates, one thing I did pick up on, and which, guys, if you're watching this, like, you need to have some self-respect. If a girl is on a date with you and she's texting constantly, like, gotta go, man, you gotta go. She gotta go, you gotta go, okay? So that's one thing I saw. Like, it was not like constantly, but it would be like while we're on a date, right? And she just got her phone, start texting. I'm like, Were you
Maybe
texting?
you were boring.
Maybe I was. And even if I was, you need to have some respect for other person because they're with you at this moment on the date, right? And if you don't respect them like that, then we're done, right? So what I'm saying is that was one of the red flags I saw. Hindsight, okay? This was after everything was done. And that's like, oh shit, so that was what's happening.
Wait, so you saw that as a red flag for yourself?
For myself?
Like, no, when you were on a date with her
Mm-hmm.
and you saw that was like,
I was like, oh,
like one of the
I was
checks.
thinking to myself, like, why are you texting? Why is she texting?
Why didn't you ask her?
I should have asked her. I didn't know at the time, but it didn't occur to me at the moment because I was still like young and dumb. So that's not an excuse, but I'm just saying, like,
Young, dumb, and broke.
no, young, dumb, and full of cum. So okay, so fast forward, right? There was one time where I had planned a date on her birthday. She went on vacation to Italy or Rome. Yeah, Italy, right? And I was texting her like, how's your trip and stuff? And I told her specifically, yo, I planned a date on your birthday to go out, right? And then she's like, okay. Then when she comes back from her trip, right? She says, oh, I can't go. I'm busy. I was like, what? I told you ahead of time. And so she says she's busy. I was like, okay, you know what? Cool, that's fine. But later that night, I see on her Instagram story, she was with another dude. And she was celebrating her birthday with another dude. So I'm like, I got it.
Wait, you only saw her and one guy?
Yeah. It was just one guy.
It was like them facing each other eating.
No.
It was just
No, it was like, girls never show the face of the dude. They show like,
yeah, was it just their chin down and the plate
yeah,
of food?
yeah. No, chin down on the cake. Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
funny, right? Yeah, so obviously it was a birthday and she's eating cake, right? That's normal. But it was only like one dude, so
That can't be her dad?
no. I know what her dad looks like.
Oh,
Yeah, so I went over
wow.
because I went over to her place to play board games with friends. Yeah, so that's another red flag right there. So she will always invite friends over on the date. So I'm like, isn't a date supposed to be like one-on-one? Like, why are we doing so many like group hangouts? Like, hindsight, that's already a red flag because
Wait.
she sees you as a friend. So pretty much going, and then afterwards, because I saw her like with the after the cake thing on her birthday, I kind of just stopped talking to her.
Wait, it was just one date when it's just you and her, and then everything after that was group hangouts?
No, I'd say like 40% of the other dates were like group hangouts. Red flag. See, I was young, dumb, and full of cum. So
Guilty. I didn't know that.
How long before you left?
speaking to the mic, sir.
How long before you left?
Left what? I mean, not the relationship.
Yeah.
I was not in a relationship. How long before I just called it quits, right?
Yeah.
So it was after her birthday. So I decided, I'm not gonna talk to her anymore.
So how long was that from the day you first started talking to her and Hinge and that?
Oh, that was about like 2 months, 2.5 months, 2.5 months. Yeah. So we'll go out like once every week or 2 weeks for 2 months, right? So hindsight, knowing what I know now, it's like, I was so stupid. But this is what, like, if guys need to go through trauma to learn and become a better man, a better person. We need to go through trauma to become a better version of ourselves, the best version of ourselves. If we don't have the trauma, if we don't go through the hard times, we never become like the best version of ourselves with the best person in our lives. No? So
Wait, so when you stopped talking to her, did she continue texting? Was she talking to herself or something?
no, she eventually texted. She didn't talk to me for a while, and then later on she texted me if she can meet me. And when I saw her that day, she didn't want to hold my hand. And I was like, okay. So
Wait, what? You guys were holding hands already?
yeah.
On
That-
the first, wait, what? When?
No, this was after the birthday and whatever. This is 2.5 months in. This is 2.5 months in. Okay. So she didn't want to hold my hand. So I was like, okay. And I went to get coffee, right? And then she got scared. She didn't know what was happening. She thought I was going to pour coffee on her, hot coffee on her. I was like, why did you think that? Did somebody do that to you before? Like, are you crazy ex or something? So later on, she wanted to take me to like a public space to tell me that she thinks we should just be friends. And I was like, you know, that's cool. Okay. Hindsight, I was stupid, right? I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, no, we're not going to be friends. Period. And I should have just left. But what I did was, I was still like a little bit dumb. I said, sure, you know, fine, whatever. We'll be friends. And then we went over to get dinner and then just talk about like what happened previously. And I was like, oh, so you're seeing some other people, right? And she's like, she didn't want to admit it, but obviously that was happening. So, and then, so that was the end of the day, end of what we were, our hangouts and our dates, right? That was the end. However, she reached out to me like 2 weeks later. She's like, hey, do you want to come over and play Catan?
That's so weird
That is weird.
to hear how she stopped talking to you for a bit and then she magically asked you out to tell you, I just want to be friends.
Why do you think that? Why is that weird?
Because she could have just like told you through text.
She could have, right?
Like it wouldn't have mattered anymore. It's been so long.
I think she wanted closure. See, that's the thing, like women and closure. You know what I'm
but
saying?
she already had someone else.
Yeah, but she still wanted to give closure to me. I don't need closure. Like, you know, I was done already. I think she wanted closure, so she wanted to like actually end it in person or something, which I respect. I respect that. But I was already like done, so. So does that answer your question about like my experience with online dating? What really sealed it for me?
I guess so.
Yeah, so that's what really ended it for me. I was like, yo, women have so much dating options, right, compared to guys. Guys, when the way we feel invested in women is when we invest our resources into them. However, for women, it's that when they're invested emotionally. But emotions always change. You know what I'm saying?
I'm curious, based off of your personality when you were on Hinge, and you had to be the first one to initiate the conversation. What did you say? Was it a question? And what question was it?
I don't remember.
What?
I don't recall.
You didn't have like a default initiate the conversation?
I don't
Right.
recall the most political answer.
Come on. It wasn't like, hey, how was your day?
I can't
Hey,
I
nice
can't expose
photo.
myself to you. You know, I can't expose
You're not
myself.
even on Hinge anymore.
All right, bet. I'll be like, hey, what's up?
That's not what you said.
Delete.
Yeah.
Mine was,
What's yours?
what's your favorite color?
Girls have zero game. That goes to show you, like, girls don't need any game to pick up guys. Like, what?
I had
Guys-
multiple people asking me like, why did it matter? And I'm like, what's your favorite color? And then
Did
for
it
some
work?
reason,
That's like saying, yo, what's your
I
sign?
got a response.
What's your sign?
That I would not answer. Those are creepy people, I feel like.
Creepy.
Did
Like,
you
how
ask
do
that
you-
question?
Did you? You asked?
No, I never asked that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't give up.
Like, why do you
It
want me
does
on
not
my
matter.
birthday all of a
It's like,
sudden?
yo, okay. So what's the thing? What's the deal with girls and astrology? What's the deal with that? Like, almost. I'm not saying all girls. I'm saying like a majority of girls, they care about astrology. Oh, if you're a Pisces, like what the fuck? You're fucking nasty. Oh, you're a Gemini. Oh, you're a fucking cheater and shit. Like, what
What's
the
your
fuck?
sign?
I don't know.
You don't know your sign?
No.
Okay.
I do know my sign. I'm not telling you.
Why?
Does it matter? Why does it matter?
You want to know who you're compatible with?
So women are actually eliminating their dating options by their signs. Like what? It's like, what color shirt are you wearing? Like, what's your favorite color? Right? What is your favorite color? If I say blue, like, nope. This guy likes blue.
Like,
nope.
I feel like it's based off personality of what color you like too. Like for instance, if you like colors that are like brighter, like orange, yellow, and red, I find that person a little more different instead of like the basic colors I always hear, like black, blue, white.
Okay, what's your sign?
You figure it out.
Okay, so if you're like a Gemini, like you're a cheater and you're a scumbag, and if you're like a Scorpio, you're like so passionate and like you're vicious and like vengeful, like I gotta watch out for you. Yeah, and if you're like a I don't know, like what else you got? Like Pisces, you're airhead.
You're a fish.
You're fish, like the bug. Yeah, what? You know, like what? Like I read up on astrology before because I was back then when I was a kid. Like I
You're
thought,
like, why does it matter?
yeah. But now I grow up, I was like, why does it matter? Like this does not make sense. You're gonna base your personality off like a sheet of paper. Like what? A couple words.
Sometimes I don't know if it's like a coincidence, but sometimes the people you hang out with are usually people you're compatible with, based off like horoscope wise.
Nope.
And
I don't think so.
I think that's how it got a little more popular.
So if you and your parents are not compatible based on your astrology, then you're not gonna hang out with them.
Not like you're not gonna hang out. There's just a little bit more hiccups.
I don't know about that. I think it's based on your actual personality, your real personality, not like based off some astrology personality. It's based on your real personality. For example, I'm introverted. I'm an introverted person, and I don't really like to interact socially with other people. Not saying you. You know, I like to interact with girls and stuff, but I'm kidding. So I'm introverted, so it's kind of hard for me to open up to girls or talk to girls, right? But then when it comes to guys, like if I see you at the gym, like working out and stuff, I'll go up to him like, "Yo, what's good, man? Like you benching heavy, you mad strong, bro." I'll give them like a compliment, yo. Or if I see I'm not gonna go up to a girl in a gym anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna go to a girl in the gym and say, "Hey, like, what's up?" Because we're gonna get like me too at the gym. You know the trend on TikTok right now. The girls are actually like recording themselves, and then they're trying to catch a guy looking at them, and then on TikTok they will expose them saying, "Yo, this guy's a gym creep." So guys are not going to go up to girls at the gym anymore. But anyways, I digress. Like,
But guys never went. I don't feel like guys ever went to the gym to look for girls.
we don't.
Like they went. From my understanding, guys go to the gym because they want to look good for the girls.
Muscles.
But later on, they end up not getting any girls because they're so focused on themselves because they look so good now. Like they're so focused on how good they look.
Guys?
Yeah. Their initial goal was to get girls.
That's facts. I initially went to the gym so I can look good and then get in shape and get girls, right?
I feel like you go to the gym because you want to be complimented by the guys.
Hey,
No, that's what happened afterwards. Hey, yo. Nah, that's what happened afterwards. So initially I went to the gym so I can work out, get in shape to look good to get girls. That was the initial motivation. And I think 80 or 90% of guys do that. Like they get in shape so they can get girls. But maturing at the gym is realizing that it's not about the girls. It's about the gains. When you
so obsessed with themselves.
No, it's not that we're obsessed. It's that when you work out, you become more confident. And when you become more confident, you can go up to anybody and talk to them and say and holler at them. You could talk to girls, talk to guys, no problem. But when you're out of shape and you're self-conscious about your body, you wouldn't really want to talk to anybody. And I think that's what happened to me. Like that's what created my introvertedness. back in when I was in middle school and beginning of high school, like I was really out of shape. I was what they call skinny fat. Like I had skinny arms and like a big tummy. So, and some like man boobs, I guess. Yo, Mr. Producer, do you remember that or no? Did I have any?
Yeah, you did.
Damn, bro. Don't expose me like that.
You asked.
All right, so I had a little bit of that, right? So, but then I got into shape and got really ripped when I was playing sports. And then I started working out because I had the discipline from playing sports. I went to the college and I started working out somewhat consistently. And I'm not saying I look in shape now. I'm just saying like that discipline has followed me all these years, 10 years already. I'm still working out, right? Like every week I go to the gym, like 4 or 5 times a week. So because we have this discipline built into our system, it's not about the looks for the girls anymore. Now it's more for ourselves. Self-confidence, feel good, fight depression, sweat, right? We don't get out of shape, right? And we can sleep better. We feel better. I said that already, I think. And I don't want to say our metabolism increases, but like we eat a lot more and
You need to.
yeah, we're in shape. So even if we get fat or chubby, the fat goes into like, it spreads out into like all over your body. So it's not like centered in one area or 2 areas. It's more spread out, and you won't look out of shape even if you are out of shape. Like your muscle kind of gives you the shape. So I'm at the bulking season right now. So compared to myself 4 years ago when I started working, then I was like 180 something pounds, and then I gained to like 196 pounds, and dude, I was fat. I was not fat, but like I had a big tummy because I was drinking all the time and I was eating so much, because that was my first year working, and I go party all the time, and I was getting out of shape. Literally, like my stomach was pushing my pants so much I couldn't even wear a belt anymore. So, but now, that was when I was 196. Now I'm like 204 pounds, even heavier than I was back then. But now I have to wear a belt because I'm not completely out of shape. I have some fat over my body. That's fine. But it's like in different areas of my body. So it's not all centered around my stomach and my butt. I got a big butt. But the point is, yeah, guys, initially we go to the gym to get in shape and look good for the girls, to get girls. But now maturing is understanding that it's for ourselves. And I think all girls can try to understand that by going to the gym. And I'm not saying like, okay, here's my question to you, okay? Why is it that girls would rather have a fat acceptance rather than actually putting in the work to go to the gym? And like, do you know like the fat acceptance movement?
No.
Like body positivity and stuff. Body positivity only benefits women. Because if a guy's out of shape, he's called fat, right? And the guy would take that criticism to heart and be like, yeah, I gotta get in shape. But when a girl's out of shape, she's called like, you're a queen, you know, you're beautiful, you're healthy, which she's not healthy, by the way. I'm just saying like that's realistic. I'm being realistic, right? Because obesity is one of the leading causes to death in our society. It leads to a lot of diseases like heart disease, fucking heart attacks, you know, like a lot of different things. Diabetes, right? It leads to a lot of different diseases by being obese. And we shouldn't really be encouraging body positivity per se. I think what body positivity should be used for is like people that are like disabled or amputated. Like people should accept that kind of body, even though they're not like looking like the ideal person, because they have some kind of actual medical problem, not because they're obese. Obesity is a choice. You're choosing to eat the wrong foods. You're choosing to overeat. You're not choosing to go to the gym. You could choose to go to the gym and get in shape. But the question is, why are women celebrating body positivity Like, why are they encouraging other women to be fat? Like, you're encouraging them to like die faster. It doesn't make sense to me. So even if you don't have an answer, that's my question to the audience. So, I just food for thought. Any other questions?
Do you have a question that I can answer?
That was okay. Not that I could think of right now. Mr. Producer, do you have any questions? Okay. All right. So we're at 1 hour limit. So we'll call it a night. Thank you so much, Minnie, our special guest. You've been a pleasure to talk with. And hopefully we can go into another topic, dating related, next week. Catch you guys in the next podcast. It's your boys from the Boys and Booze podcast. It's been real. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below what you guys think, and follow for more videos. This is your host, Peter, and your special guest, Minnie. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Peace.